Hello there, this is Cookies, and today I've got the False God with me.
Hello.
Yeah, and you're hearing some Discord beeps in the background, and that's fine. But
We'll edit those out in post.
I'm not going to edit those out. But we
I
we
don't think there
do
is a post.
have a new series, and we wanted to kind of co-cast it. And we're going to go through a Lanka game that Demonsthenes played, and it sounds like, at least from the little bits I've heard so far, it sounds like a really fun game. And so we're going to go through it. Now, Demosthenes is a very busy person, so he will provide comments, maybe guest appear occasionally, but we don't want to hold this up too much longer. I'd like to get it out maybe before round 2 of the tournament starts. And so here we go. So we've got turn 1 Lanka, and there's some scales here.
Those are indeed some Lanka scales. And I have to say that nobody's hungrier than Hinam.
Yeah.
Already disagree with the build.
Last to be eaten. All right. So let's see what
Should
we've
we
got
take
for
a
a
look at it?
bless. Yeah. So,
Right, fire resistance obviously critical because I think a lot of them have a fire weakness.
yeah. Defense skill +5.
It's a
You
lot of
know I'm a
defense.
big fan of defense skill blesses.
I do know that. I do know that. Although it's gonna be partially offset with that larger.
A little bit, yeah. But they're also going to
They,
hit harder.
sure. Do they have really high defense naturally? I don't know exactly what Lanka's baseline stats look
I
like.
think it's above average,
Okay.
but it's not cavalry.
Sure.
Blood
MR very
Surge,
very nice on
Righteous Wrath.
demons.
This is a good combo. And MR. MR +3 effectively because of the drain
Yeah,
scales.
yeah.
I guess we can just look at it. Yeah, pretty good.
14. Okay. And that's with the larger I think already baked in, so it will go to 19.
Now, some of that is chaos power. He's
True.
not always going to have that. And we've got a Rectopata first, too. Okay, so not a heck of a lot going on. Let's take a look at some of the nations, I guess.
Sure.
Windrider, I hardly knew her, or know her. You
Nice.
listening, son? The truth, Lucy. Sees the path. Still meditating.
I was in this game too.
Hungrier than Hinnom. The Keeper of the Archives, Get Off My Lawn, and the
And
Asshole Tree.
Baratos.
Yeah, it's all your favorite nations.
Yeah.
We got Macone and Hinnom and Baratos.
Oh yes.
Although your personal experience with Macone.
We only talk about two of those.
Okay. You've had great experiences with Macone, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Every time I play Macone, it goes really well.
Yeah, of course. Why not, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go ahead and jump into turn 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And we're back. We've got turn 2.
See if anyone failed their profit check.
Going back to the cave. King at the Crossroads, Friend of Sailors. He was at the center.
Oh no, we're trying to break out, do the pretender title calculations.
I don't, what is this? Do you know what these two would be?
I have no
This
idea.
sounds like water. Maybe a little bit of water magic.
It does. A god who knows all things sounds like astral.
Okay.
Crossroads is usually death from like in a mythological standpoint. It often represents like that boundary realm, so it often has death associations. But I don't know if I don't know the title in this.
Not sure if that's how they do it for this.
I have no idea. Guess maybe
Wait
we'll
till
find out.
Gramps hears about this. Is the prophet of you listening, son? God of stellar lights, foremost of the Westerners, the God Slayer.
Is the Godslayer a unique Macone thing, or can anyone be the Godslayer?
I have no idea.
I don't know if I've seen that one before.
They are hiding the truth from you. Of the truth, lady of poetry and song, lady of unsung songs. It sounds
Song
like
of
a lot
God.
of glamour.
Yeah, I was gonna maybe it's one of the female titans.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's two two female titles. Could be a great mother, I guess. But
Tiernanog.
Franklin.
Franklin, prophet of Lucy, she who runs like an arrow, the shadow, queen of witchcraft, patron of herbalists. Sounds like nature, death, maybe
Yeah.
some air. I don't. Running like an arrow.
Don't know.
Hmm. All right, Hinnom preaches the faith, prophet of sees the path, guardian of the bridge, the far traveler, the afterthought.
Nice.
Yeah,
Or-
you always want to worship afterthoughts.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Well, guarding a bridge while traveling.
Yeah. I don't think that they get the Bridge Guardian though.
They get a lot of like pretender chassis though.
They do. Maybe I thought he was. Maybe they do.
Cast it into the flames. The Mandar commander is the prophet of still meditating, king of the elements, the vessel of might, feeder on impurity, the rock.
I think the rock is Earth. King of the Elements probably means you have several elemental paths.
Maybe? Feeder on impurity. Is that death or nature? Maybe?
I
Or
was going to say
some.
blood,
Oh, okay.
but I don't
For Kaelasa. That'd be some dirty monkey gameplay.
know. Yes.
All right. Then we've got Tianchi. The sage of ancestors, the noble commander, shall be known as the prophet of the keeper of the archives, king of kings, minister of the medical arts, emperor of terror.
Hmm. No idea.
That sounds very dark. If you're a medical doctor terrorizing people,
I don't think this man's ever been in medical school.
but he's a minister,
Yeah.
keeps archives.
In Dominions though, you could be unless he's got the healer tag. Not a has not been to medical school.
Hmm. All right. We got Bertos. Trespassers will be shot.
Stay off the lawn.
Prophet of Get Off My Lawn, Goddess of Earthquakes, Mistress of Nature, Counselor of Gods. Who do you think this one is?
All right. Some of the ones that make the most sense to me are the Anunnaki of Love and War. That one, if you're gonna go, so it's gotta again. I think it's gotta be a female chassis. Um, it it's not the gray ones, and the gray ones are, I think, the most efficient way to do any kind of Dom one thing. So I don't know how likely you are to run into any of the other Dom ones, but maybe it could be one of the other Dom one chassis. But I think female Titan Anunnaki is the most likely because it's what Earth, nature, and air, so you can magic phase with it without having to pay an absurd amount of extra points just to open the path.
Yeah. Goddess of Earthquakes, Mistress of Nature.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean it fits, but
Yeah.
it could be something else.
And we've got Niflheim. We do apologize for the profanity.
Nice.
Prophet of the Asshole Tree. The Howler, God
I'd
of
like
many
to I'd like to
names.
solve the puzzle. I think it's
Master of
gonna
the
be I think it's gonna be the tree.
Yeah.
That's when it's actually like like a wake monster. You're like, that's not a tree.
a complete misdirection.
Yeah, the lies.
No Wheel of Fortune puzzle solve for you. Let's
All
see.
right.
Last to be eaten. All right,
Those look
so
like some nice indies, unless there's a lot of heavy cav hiding in those sprites.
this looks like the ideal indie spawn. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I that's amazing.
What about money? It's kind of hard to see Dominion. Am
Yeah, it
I?
kind of blends in. You could turn on the candles, I guess.
There we go. All right, so we're
Looks like
heading
a
down
beyond the
here.
forest mount.
Syllable of Death is our smite.
And he's bringing the rock to Pata.
Armor negating. Oh, it just does death
Yeah.
and exhaustion. That's a good smite. Okay.
The rock to Pata on spells.
We'll have to see, I guess. It's got the
I guess.
Palankasha squad, though.
I mean, it's gonna bless. Huh.
It is, I think, more of a... I guess, so it doesn't affect the morale of all the other monkeys.
Right.
Okay. Now I'm curious. All right, you ready to jump to turn 3?
I'm ready. What are we recruiting? Just more Pankasha?
Yeah,
Rakshasa?
and a Rectopata.
Yeah.
All
Or,
right.
yeah, Raktapata, not Rakshasa.
Yeah, let's
Prepare for me to get that one wrong a lot.
well, I mean, these are like royalty names, I think, right? Raksharaja. And then this is just a Pata, clearly.
Yeah, clearly very different.
All right. I will pull up turn 3 now. All right, we've got turn 3 pulled up now.
Excellent.
All right, let's see this. It's our indie layout. Oh, we didn't quite look, but I hope these guys are in fire archers.
Yeah, I didn't specifically check. Looks like the Marcata are taking care of that.
They're undisciplined, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying that they were scripted to do it, just that they've elected.
Now, we're probably on a different patch.
Yeah. So he had the rock the what are they, the Palankasha sort of come in from the side,
From the,
and like one of
yeah,
them, like it looks like they kind of ran into the monkeys
the back left.
and got stuck.
It's like the squad split up. It was like, all right, I'll take care of these light infantry. You take care of the militia.
Yeah, and then well, one just never even made it out. He did now, but he got stuck behind them for a while.
So the Mercata fled.
Classic Mercata. They were getting shot at, I think, by the archers.
Yeah. It was a duel.
It's
Mercata don't like duels.
I love when the map just randomly has a hill that obviously doesn't do anything except
Except make it harder on your camera.
hard to see.
Let's see. So, did lose 8 Atavi, 10 Mercata.
Yeah.
21 made it back.
Yeah,
Okay.
lost another 9 in the retreat.
Okay, so something did route. It was Mercata did in fact route, so we weren't that far off. All right, what
So
is
now
this
he's
guy?
combining with more Palankasha.
Oh, okay, so he's got a full squad at least, so we don't have to combine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got.
Now, are we, what resource are we missing in the cap? We're still missing, to make more Palankasha.
Oh, shipwreckers.
Oh,
Shit.
those are nice.
Okay. And the wet ones. Be afraid underwater indies.
Yeah.
What were you saying? Sorry.
Oh, I wanted to see if we were missing anything, what we were missing to recruit more guys, like resources or recruitment points or what.
I think we've got everything we need.
It looks like we're basically there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you switched out, or the yeah, it looks like we got them all. So because that's not a sacred monkey.
Yeah, we're out
He's
of holy
removing it to
points, at
yeah.
least.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I was just
squads of 6 incoming, which is super solid.
yep. Yep. I would say that I think that partially informs the choice to try and get more territory, and he's not worried about the cap circle.
Yeah, and I think he might try to combine these 2 squads and then move these 3 monkeys into here.
Yeah.
And then maybe send a Rectopoda back home.
What do you think those three monkeys are doing with them?
Okay, we're not recruiting monkey indies, though.
I mean, we only have 64 gold left, so
True. Probably need it for Palankasha. We didn't even
yeah.
put PD.
You know, when he's playing the Luck 2 life.
That is
No
true.
fear.
Yeah. All right. Turn 4?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. All right. So I've
Good
got,
drain anyway.
yeah, I've got turn 4 pulled up now.
All right.
Let's see it. This should be easy.
Yeah, this looks one-sided.
The real question is, will these guys get hit by anything and run away?
Always willing to run away. What size? Do they wade through?
No.
Not sure what the size difference is. Okay.
They're size 5. I think the monkeys are
Those are
still size 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this iteration lost a lot of Atavis. They probably
Yeah.
could have just hung back in the very back and not done anything.
Yeah.
Saved them for Lance Bates later.
Lucky that unrest event wasn't in the capital.
Yeah. I wouldn't know what that life is like.
Oh, and there's TNG. Not
Or,
TNG. TNN.
yep.
One of the T's.
But not the shipwreckers. So,
Not the shipwreckers.
yeah, so 1 squad. Nice.
Is this, do you know what, is this like a pre-made map then?
I think so.
Okay.
Because it's got nice art on it.
Yeah.
We're reanimating ghouls, though.
Ghouls.
Yeah.
So he used the second Raktapada to combine, and now it's reanimating ghouls.
Yeah.
12k province.
Well, so what I've been told is the Lanka gets the national solace,
Mhm.
like the Pisachas or whatever,
Yeah.
which I think he's preferencing those over Long Dead because they
Okay.
can reanimate.
Okay.
And we've got the Soul Squad. This is some bad morale.
It certainly is.
Interesting. Are the Mercata there
no
too?
guarding of the commander either.
Wonder why are they down here to distract?
I think they have to be, right?
All right, same squad. Let's look at research. We've got Evo 1.
Evo 1. Probably not what he would have hoped for.
I mean, Blood 1 would have been great because you could
Yeah, Blood 1
do
would've been nice.
imps.
Yep.
And you can even get Rakshasas with that.
Yeah.
He's
But pretty
opting
unlikely with the Drain
for
too.
Conjuration 2, though. He wants Ganas.
The host of Ganas, yeah. That makes sense. And you did get some free death gems already.
Yeah, he's up to 16 now. Does not get free blood slaves.
Well, I mean, Lanka does not have a problem putting out blood slaves, so I'm sure he's much happier to have other gems from the capital.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe one more turn?
Yeah.
Go check out turn 5. Here we
Messenger
go.
has arrived from Tyrannodog.
Greetings, neighbor. I hope expansion is treating you well. The map is a little choke pointy, but so far I haven't spotted any Dominion borders except for yours. Then again, it is just turn 4. No, it's turn 5 when we receive this. You should know. Better.
Well.
Fire gems,
Well, you can't do the events first.
earth gems, glamour gems. What? Why don't I get this?
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. First of all, outrageous events, but also,
I want.
I mean, it's luck 2, although I don't know if there's luck 2 in this province yet.
I mean, we can check the luck scales in each one.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So
Just a big block of heavy infantry.
See, let me tell you, if this were me, those heavy infantry would be headed right back to that Raktapada.
Especially if it were Baratos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Baratos priests are, or Baraton priests are magnets.
All right. So he only lost 2, and the other 6 retreated.
Yeah. Although I will say having these extra squads does help. It gives the enemies something else to target.
That is true. Yeah.
I'm really surprised that he doesn't want to just have the one Raktapada do anything else and have the prophet lead them around and do divine blessing.
What is it?
I'm confused by this Raktapada's presence.
Well, he wants this. This guy's for smiting. I don't. I presume it's in case something bad happens to one of them. I don't know.
I suppose.
Maybe he can split the party later.
But does Atavi even get shot?
Let's see.
Yeah, I guess some of them did. Some of them did.
Okay, yeah. I suppose it's okay to be distraught if like 8 of your guys die.
Yeah.
Wait.
I mean, he could split the party, but there aren't a ton of sacreds
7.
here. You'd be splitting it 4-4, I think.
Yeah.
That's a little thin. I don't know. I'm curious. 4-5, I guess there's.
All right, so we lose 4 Atavi in the retreat.
They're just taking up upkeep anyway.
Oh, interesting. We're
So
cutting back.
He turns back.
Okay.
Now he may know. I'm sure.
Oh, look,
if
here we
like
go. 2 of them.
Yeah.
They've got the.
This is a map that the corpse eater 4, nice. Poison claw.
At most 12
if he looked
points.
at the map first, he has a pretty good idea of what where the spawns are and like where people might be.
Yeah.
So like I have no idea if 23 is or 29, whatever that is would be like majorly encroaching on someone else. If he went after like those deer tribe or those, probably I don't think he'd go after the barbs, but the bear tribe.
Maybe. I mean, this is 2 away, but surely if TNN's down here, it'd be like 2 or 3 away for TNN over here.
Well, it could be somebody to his west.
But we're going for the heavy cav.
Ooh. Do we have we got our bait squads together?
I mean, this one looks easy. I think this squad could just go kill this.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely playing much more conservatively than I think. Although, I don't know, even against heavy cav, that looks a little... It'd be nice to have had some of the
Atavi
monkeys for that, yeah.
Can they not make it? There's a whole bunch of monkeys here.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Because I would almost be... I mean, he has 0 gold left, so I guess... That's something... I would say I might be tempted to, like, try and grab some extra... Like, go west, get some extra little monkeys, and then use them as lance bait, but...
Well, we are picking up an Atavi chieftain, which we probably need a couple just to round up monkeys because they keep running away.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm just surprised. I would have thought the best use for those monkeys early is eating lance charges so our sacreds don't.
Yes. So I am
But
curious to see what he'll say about that.
yeah,
All right. One more turn. Turn 6.
yep, sure.
All right, and we're back with turn 6.
All right.
More air
Can you
gems.
click on? Oh my gosh. You can't click on the events first because then I read the title of where it's from, and like last turn, it showed that we won all the fights.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you read too fast. You already read it anyways.
No,
No?
I'm no.
Okay. Well, all
Just
right.
I
All right.
I I click right on the battles. I don't try not to, don't want to get spoiled.
All right. I can accommodate that.
It's like this party now has the prophet and 2 priests. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, you needed one to bring stuff from the
Yeah.
capital.
Yep.
Well, we might not have a
This
prophet
is
much longer.
this has got Barachos vibes written all over it. Nope, never mind. Look at that. How? Uh, oh my god. Now, again, right, this probably isn't the RNG.
Yeah.
So, but that's I don't know about that. They just ran right by him.
Well, they wanted to get the Rocktopana.
Oh my gosh.
This guy's scary. He's the last to
Yes.
be eaten. Clearly, the last also to be
Clearly.
killed.
Oh goodness. It's nice for them to get these extra hits in for the experience on their way out.
All right. We lose 3 Atavi infantry in that shit show.
There is clearly some kind of a master plan that I am just not capable enough to see here. It's wild. And here we're up against the heavy cav.
Okay, we need one more round of blessings.
Yeah, should be okay there. And it doesn't look like there's much chaos power here.
Oh.
He missed him. So definitely not a ton of defense. They're going to get lanced.
All right, did he hit? I think he hit him on that last
Okay, hit him on the
cast.
last bit.
An argument for not taking quickness on your sacreds.
Need a little time to bless them all.
All right.
Or maybe these guys just have so much HP it doesn't matter. There also weren't that many heavy cav here, but I don't know if we could have. I don't think we pinged this, so we couldn't have known that there was only 5.
Maybe there's just less if there's light cav. I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, there goes the Baraton militia, but he's going to turn around because this isn't Baratos, it's Lanka.
How salty are you on a scale from 1
Nope.
to salty?
No, we're fine. There's
We're
no.
fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No saltiness here. I'm happy that his expansion is going well.
All right. No,
All
no
right.
casualties.
No losses.
This went swimmingly. Could not have gone
It
better.
did. And he's completely abandoning the Southwest.
Yeah, I'm starting to think there must have been some sort of diplomacy then, right?
Yeah. It
Let's
certainly
see.
feels that way.
All right, well, we need 2 priests to bless this. That makes sense. More heavy cav, though. We're coming up here with a squad of 6. I think this is doable. I think the indie hoplites are a little overrated compared to 5.
Yeah, no, those I think that's a totally winnable province. I think the biggest risk there is just that they're all different squads, and one of the squads might miss the Palankasha.
A squad of 9. I think a couple of these won't get blessed.
You get 3 casts off.
Yeah, but he's gonna miss squares.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if you can make AoE spells hit, then it would be good, but I think he's gonna miss a couple.
I think he might, but that's the group that's just going against a couple of heavy infantry. Like it may, I mean,
Yeah.
it may not even matter.
We are getting some more ghouls, so that's fun.
Okay.
All right. What are we recruiting? Same stuff.
Nation
This,
of Raktapada.
hell yeah. It's a good mage.
Oh, it's a very good mage. It does. I mean, it does a ton of stuff, right? It blood hunts cheaply. It reanimates.
Researches.
You can. It researches. You can kind of do some. It's going to be tanky enough to like survive as the base of a Sabbath for a while.
Yeah.
Now I will say he has, a lot of his other casters. I'm trying to remember the Lankan lineup. Some of the other ones are also Blood 1, right? It's like Blood 1, Nature 2, Death 1 or something.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, because like that guy is not gonna like casting Sabbath Master in Drain 2.
Wow.
Like it's gonna put him right to sleep.
Yeah, but it's okay. He'll be okay.
Wake up eventually.
Yeah. He'll wake up and the battle will be over because the Palankashas killed everything.
Yeah.
Uh, you can get a blood 2 out of this guy.
Yeah, but then you're only doing blood spells and holy out of your Sabbath, which probably isn't what you're after. But
I think you just accept that you're going to wait a little bit.
yeah, I think so.
But, I mean, your actual masters, like the Rakshasi and Raksharaja.
Yeah, the Raksharaja is always good to go. That Rakshasi is gonna miss some of the time, but
Yeah. I mean, but with Death 2 or Nature 2 or Glamour 2, like, she might not need to be in the
yeah, well, she
communion.
may be able to do other stuff, so you don't have to Sabbath stuff up. Just
Yeah.
I know it's always
This guy would want to be in a Sabbath probably, except for maybe the Blood 2s.
yeah.
I don't know. This guy probably doesn't need to be in it, unless you want to do nature stuff on it.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's just something it's always keep in mind when you take
Yeah,
Drain on a Sabbath Nation.
but it's worth
Costs a
it.
lot more to Sabbath up than it does to Communion Master up.
The MR is definitely worth it, in my
MR is
opinion.
very nice. Cannot disagree with that.
Because what is he getting with? Yeah, so 12 plus 1, 13. So once blessed, there'll be 15 MR.
Yep.
Add on anti-magic to that, there'll be 19 MR.
And I think, do you get an MR from experience nowadays?
Let's see. Surely
I think
one
you
of
need
these guys. Okay.
I think you need a lot of it, but
Oh, like more than one star?
yeah. I could be misremembering, but
One of these guys have 2 stars? Oh.
we
Alright.
can check later.
Yeah, we'll have to wait. Okay. I think we're good for this episode, though. We've got a pile of death
Yeah.
gems.
Yep.
Expansion
Those are gonna be.
is going reasonably well. I don't think we've lost any sacreds.
I don't think he's and any sacred losses. It's definitely been a more conservative expansion, um, than I think could have been attempted.
But he
Which I
still
don't
has
think it's obviously.
7 on 6, turn 6.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
pretty good.
part of the reason he hasn't lost any sacreds is also because he's done it a little bit more conservatively,
Yeah.
which has helped keep everybody alive. It's really nice to have all those death gems and to have a very clean plan. It's really nice when you can pick a nation that has a very clean plan to use their death gems, or not their like their starting gem resource to go and really put combat power on the field.
Yeah. It does sort of feel like we're just beelining for Saramatia.
Sarmatia looks like they're struggling a bit, but I guess you could say the same about us if you were coming from our east.
Like if your scout had just gone through here,
Well, I
maybe.
was thinking from a little bit farther south, right? Like we don't have our cap circle cleared. But
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, Sorrow. Looks like they haven't really come our direction yet.
I mean, this is still a gray flag, too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one, folks.
Yes. Thanks, everyone.